Welcome back to Fiat Your Car Update, and today we're diving into a machine that many people talk about but very few have actually seen up close. The 1992 USA Real Mercedes SUV, a model wrapped in mystery, a vehicle that feels like it came from a hidden chapter in Mercedes-Benz history. So buckle in, because this is going to be one of the most intriguing deep dives we've ever done on this channel. Now, when you talk about Mercedes-Benz and SUVs in the early 90s, most people immediately think of the ML class, which officially debuted later in the decade. But long before that, Mercedes had already experimented with rugged off-roaders and utility vehicles. The 1992 USA Real Mercedes SUV sits right between the brand's military-inspired history and its luxury future. What makes this vehicle special is how it blends old-school engineering with a surprisingly modern attitude, almost as if Mercedes was testing concepts, designs, and features that wouldn't enter the mainstream until years later. If you look at this SUV, the first thing you'll notice is its strong, square profile. Mercedes wasn't chasing curves in 1992, this thing was built like a block of iron. Thick body lines, heavy-duty panels, and that unmistakable Mercedes grille give it an immediate sense of authority. It's the type of design that doesn't beg for attention, it commands it. The stance is tall, confident, and very capable looking, telling you up front that luxury wasn't the only goal, durability mattered just as much. Under the hood, the 1992 Real Mercedes SUV carried an engine that prioritized low-end torque and off-road reliability. Mercedes wasn't trying to build a racing SUV, they were trying to build something that could climb, crawl, and carry. The powertrain had the kind of mechanical honesty that modern vehicles sometimes lack. No overcomplication, no unnecessary electronics, just pure, dependable engineering made for drivers who valued strength over speed. Inside the cabin, it's a time capsule of early 90s Mercedes design, but with hints of ruggedness rarely found in the brand's luxury sedans. You get that classic Mercedes steering wheel, those heavy switches, and the kind of dashboard layout that feels crafted rather than manufactured. Even though this SUV wasn't dripping with high-tech features, it offered a sense of solidity and comfort that made it special. This wasn't an SUV trying to be a luxury car, it was a Mercedes that happened to be a tough, go-anywhere machine. One of the biggest secrets surrounding the 1992 Real Mercedes SUV is how rare it actually is. Very few units were ever seen in the USA, and even fewer survived in original condition. Mercedes at the time was still experimenting with how an SUV could fit into the American market. So while the G-Wagon existed, it wasn't widely available or commonly imported. This 1992 model ends up becoming a sort of forgotten bridge between the legendary G-Class and the later mainstream Mercedes SUVs. When this vehicle hits the road, it has a presence that modern SUVs just don't have. There's no artificial sound, no digital filters, just the honest rumble of the engine and the solid feel of an old-school chassis. Driving it feels like a reminder of what SUVs used to be before they became status symbols, machines built to work, to endure, and to travel beyond the pavement without hesitation. Collectors who know about this model often describe it as a hidden treasure. It's the kind of SUV that makes people ask, wait, Mercedes made that? And that surprise is exactly what makes it stand apart. It represents a moment when Mercedes was experimenting, pushing boundaries, and exploring what the future of